5 reasons why Zimbabwe has the most sexual practices in African Zimbabwe. A country known for its breathtaking landscapes, rich history, and cultural heritage. But beyond its scenic beauty lies a lesser-discussed reality. Zimbabwe is often considered one of the most sexually active countries in Africa. This isn't just speculation. Multiple studies, reports, and cultural practices point to a society where sexual activity is not just common, but deeply embedded in social structures. So what makes Zimbabwe stand out in this regard? Here are 5 key reasons why Zimbabwe is at the top when it comes to sexual practices in Africa. 1. The influence of traditional practices. Zimbabwean culture has long been shaped by traditional beliefs that encourage sexual exploration in education. One of the most well-known customs is anti-sex education, anti-system, where older women teach young girls about sexual pleasure, seduction, and how to satisfy their future husbands. In many Shona and Ndebele communities, premarital sexual knowledge is not just encouraged, it is expected as part of preparation for marriage. These teachings create an open sexual culture that continues into adulthood. 2. High rate of commercial sex work. Zimbabwe has one of the most active commercial sex industries in southern Africa, especially in urban centers like Harare and Bulawayo. Economic hardships have pushed many women into sex work, making the profession more visible and widely accepted. Border towns such as Beitbridge, near South Africa, have become hotspots for transactional sex, with reports indicating that cross-border truck drivers and travelers fuel the industry. The normalization of commercial sex contributes to the perception that Zimbabwe has an active sexual culture. 3. Social gatherings and sexual networking. In Zimbabwe, social events often have strong sexual undertones. From Kombi culture, public transport flirtation, to nightclubs and house parties, sexual interactions are a key part of social life. Events like the Harare International Carnival and traditional ceremonies like Kurova Guva, a ritual for welcoming back a deceased person's spirit, often involve sexual expressions, whether through dance, dress, or direct encounters. The openness in such settings increases casual sexual interactions. 4. Polygamy and small houses. Culture. Polygamy, though traditional, still exists in Zimbabwe, but a modern twist has emerged, what locals call small houses. This refers to men having secret long-term relationships outside marriage. Unlike typical cheating, small houses involve structured relationships where mistresses may receive financial support similar to wives. The prevalence of this practice has led to widespread multiple sexual partnerships, making Zimbabwe a hub of diverse sexual arrangements. 5. Media influence and changing attitudes. In recent years, Zimbabwean media, music, and social platforms have become more sexually expressive. Local artists like Enzo Ashal, Winky D, and Ja Priza often include suggestive lyrics and themes in their music. Social media platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp groups are filled with discussions about relationships and sexual experiences. Unlike before, younger generations in Zimbabwe are more open about their sexuality, leading to an increase in both casual relationships and experimental practices. In conclusion, while Zimbabwe's sexual culture is shaped by deep-rooted traditions, economic realities, and modern influences, it is important to note that this is not necessarily negative. Sexual openness has its advantages, such as greater awareness of intimacy, but it also comes with challenges like high HIV rates and gender power imbalances. Whether it is the anti-system, small houses culture, or social networking trends, Zimbabwe stands out as one of Africa's most sexually active nations. But what do you think? Do these factors make Zimbabwe unique, or are similar trends happening in other African countries? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.